We've arrived at our destination, but is our journey going to end here? We came to Buckeye to keep Yuli safe from Brianak, so let's take care of that first. Besides, whenever you complete one objective, something else will always pop up. That's how JRPG plots work normally. You still have to find the people from your village, right? This isn't our final destination. Yeah, I guess you're right, but I'm surprised to hear it coming from you of all people, Arno. You've been complaining the whole time about how you were dragged into things, you know? So... thanks, Arno. What are you talking about, kid? Hey, let's keep something clear. I never wanted to be on this journey. I just want to get it over with. Yeah, I know. Still, thanks. Whatever. Anyway, we need to gather some information, so I'll stick around long enough for that. Oh, or no. Now, best girl. Raquel, you were sketching something during our journey, weren't you? You saw me sketching? Yeah. But I couldn't see what you were drawing. I see. Is it a secret? Not exactly, but I haven't been able to draw anything I'd want to share with others. Huh? I dislike my lack of femininity, so over time I grew uncomfortable with showing parts of myself to people. But I've seen a lot of you, so I'd know. You say you're not feminine, but I think you are sometimes. I know you have good intentions in mind, so I can't get upset, but I wish you'd given a little more thought on your phrasing. Huh? Did I say something bad? Did I upset you? Sorry, Raquel. Poor Raquel. Buckeye Station. Now that we made it here, we can keep Yuli safe, right? I hope you're right. Before we can say for sure, we need to secure some means of getting somewhere far away where they can't reach us. You're being quite cautious. So much has happened, I don't have much of a choice. Let's ask around town. We might find out what we need to do next. Alright. I do like that, like, Jude and Yuli's was really brief, but that's kind of to be expected because Yuli is, like, going through a lot right now with her struggles of running away. So it makes perfect sense in the terms of the plot that it's very brief. There's a rumor going around lately about a terrible war criminal with a 4,000-year sentence on his head wandering around these parts. Yo, Brad from Wild Arms 2? You better be careful. If kids like you ran into a monster like that, he'd tear you apart in no time. Look at all those horses. Oh, I didn't want to leave. We didn't get the fade in, so I was like, this can't be leaving. Why is the station capitalized? Is that like intentional, or is that just like a localization error? Man, where are my treasure chests? Rusty Luster. This is the Rusty Luster, a weapons and armor shop. Yo, you know what? I can actually use some equipment. I am kind of loaded on Gela, which, like, never happens. Yeah, this is good for Yuli. Yuli is the last one I want to buy a weapon for, though, because she's mostly healing. So let's get Raquel in our nose. Yeah, and I do not have enough for Yuli's. That's fine. Maybe I can sell something. Sell, like, 2 of these. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to afford Yuli's. I'm going to sell all these gems, though, and do all I can. What does this do? Vib Hootie. Here's all character and hex-based status ailments. Right. Keep that, then. We don't need all these gems. I never use gems, as I go on record of saying many times. Selling these old equipment might actually get me closer. Yo, Slayheim is an area. I never gave you to find Slayer. What am I doing? Slayheim was an area in Wild Arms 2. Slayheim Castle. That was like, that's like where you got Kanon, I think, right? Assault Stinger. Oh wait, I already have the Battle Circle? How? Since when? No, it's Power Circle is the better one. Yeah, we could skip out on that then. Because we had another weapon for you. And again, Yuli is like hardly ever attacking. I can afford one piece of armor. This will higher my defense by 35, but it'll lower my magic. That seems kind of lame. I don't know if I want that. More defense is nice, but is it really worth losing like 20 magic? It probably is, because Arnaud's a mage. Arnaud isn't like... He doesn't die as much as Yuli does. He has the most HP. He has like the most HP with Jude, which I find interesting. The guys just have the more HP than the females, which is an interesting design choice. Like, you would think Raquel had the most HP, but nah, Arnaud and Jude are basically tied for it. Star Garb? I feel like getting you defense is like important. Wait. I remember getting something for Yuli and not sure if I should have equipped it. Yeah, we have this. It lowers my magic guard by a lot, though. You have the Marcus Garb. Though that being said, Arnaud's defense is lower than Yuli's right now, so maybe we should try and get Arnaud a defense buff. You might as well put the plate wall, so we won't get Raquel's armor because we have the plate wall for her. I think I will then get Arnaud, because Arnaud I didn't realize had the lowest defense, but he does. Yeah, this raises my magic guard more, but less defense. I honestly rather have this, because my magic guard's already a lot. And that's about all the money I have, so... More evasion's also nice. Arnaud dodges a lot already, but you can never have too much evasion, especially for Arnaud. Oh my, look Leonard, some young people have come to visit Buckeye. If only more young folks like these would come to Buckeye, we'd probably get to see the trains running again. Alright, this way we go. Yo, where are my treasure chests? This place is so abandoned in terms of chests. What's this? It's a bike? Someone left their bike? Someone threw away an old bicycle. It still looked usable. What a waste. Is Jude gonna be able to ride a bike in this game? Like in the Pokemon games, you get a bike as transportation? Doubt it, but how funny would that be? Honestly, this child, he's not happy unless he comes here every day. I don't understand why he likes trains so much. Trains are what took his parents away and never brought them back. Trains are pretty sick. I mean, when you lose your parents to trains, it's like pretty rough, but trains are pretty fun. Is this leaving? This is leaving, so I gotta like talk to someone to move on the game. I thought it was, I just had to try. I don't think I talked to you yet. This is Buckeye Station, a gloomy town where even the air is tingled with... Wait, what was that word? Tingled with what? Tingled with gray. This door won't open. Excuse me, pardon me. Did I go in this, building? Sorry, I got my hands full at the moment with preparations for opening up. If you need to talk to me about something, please come back later. They say this town really prospered during the war, but I kind of like the leisurely pace Buckeye has now. Or pace, I think that said. I didn't really experience the benefits of the bubbling economy as a kid, so I don't think I can make a comparison. Hi. They say that train stations are places of meeting and partying, and it's true. I ran into someone whom I'd gone to boot camp with. He changed a lot, so I didn't recognize him at first. Boy, was I surprised. Camp will do that to you. This wasn't leaving last I checked. I used to be stationed aboard a sand ship called the Gara del Leon. Yo, Sid, what is this, Final Fantasy? but the leaders of the Congressional Knights at the time sent us a hopeless mission. I lost many friends as well as the use of my legs. I returned to Buckeye without waiting for the war to finish. This is the I talked to you already. I didn't talk to you, though. Oh, it's Nash again. Buckeye, all who gaze upon your ugliness look away, hence the name Buckeye. We are bound to see the same character models the same every time because, you know, they, the shop used to be filled with drifters heading out to Edamanonki? However you pronounce that? It's gonna be a hard word to say. But now you can count on the fingers of one hand the folks who come here with a spark in their eyes. They put themselves in a hole with like, oh, hey, every NPC, like, they honestly, they should have went the Trails route. Because in Trails, not everyone is named, but they don't all have portraits. Important NPCs have portraits, but in this game, they went the route of like, oh, every time you talk to someone, it's in a visual novel-esque style, which is fine. But also, because of that, they were gonna have to recycle character designs, because can you imagine how many unique character designs they would have to make? We did this already. When the station still operated, Buckeye was a lively place where many people gathered. But now, Buckeye is a rusty old town where people leave as fast as they can. The only people who visit these days are traveling drifters. This totally looks like a place that Virginia, Clive, Gallows, and Jet would stop by. And again, this looks like Little Twister. And Little Twister is where they were in the ending. This looks just like it. Like the structure and the, what do you call it, geometry, whatever, like the way the town looks just like it. Not this part, but the entrance does. I'm Buckeye's train buff. My favorite one is the Silver Star Express, a train that the military used to run. I've only seen it in encyclopedias, but it's really cool. Hendrick, right? More like Hendrick from Dragon Quest XI. That was such a forced DQ11 reference, but I take pride in it. Count on me to reference as many games as possible in my playthroughs. It's kind of what I'm known for.
Jump.
I didn't go in here, did I? Oh, door won't open. That's why I didn't go in there.
Jump.
And what is it with all these locked doors? Now that the war's over, brilliant future. At least that's what, yada yada. We did that already. Maybe I have to talk to that guy up there, but the question remains, how do I get up there? You can't actually go in the houses in this game. Maybe I can, like, talk to you from an angle or something? What does this tell me? Anything? This is the same, right? Yeah, this is all the same. Raquel said to, like, talk to people. Did I talk to you guys? I've gotten several orders from the military, so I told my contact in Garababello to prepare and ship out some rations. But I haven't heard a peep from him. Knowing him, he'd probably gone gaga over some sly she-devil again. Kid, make sure you don't grow up into the kind of adult who gets distracted by women and skips out on his jobs. Yo, Oswald. Close to being Oswell. When I was young, I traveled to a lot of different places, peddling my wares from a backpack on my shoulders. I made some good connections while I was doing that. Now I can relax and have my subordinates do the work for me. This is like the first time in this game that I don't know where to go. There has to be someone I didn't talk to, or an area I didn't explore, but I'm voting for a person I didn't talk to. That's gonna make me leave. We don't want to do that.
Jump more.
I talked to that child, I remember. You I talked to. I remember doing that very clearly. This soldier guy I didn't talk to. I see that train stations are places of meeting and partying, and that's true. And it's true. I ran into someone whom I'd gone to boot. Yeah, I did talk to you actually. You're the guy who told me about someone at boot camp. Annette, I remember that name. Also the name of a Three Houses character. Wait, can I go in this? Can't go in the barn, or whatever that is. It looks like a barn.
Jump.
Ba-ba-bum. The worst and most frightening thing about the battlefield isn't that you might die, it's that you have to kill people. That's why higher-ups call the enemy swine or insects or dogs. They're trying to make you forget that the enemy's human just like you. But in the end, it's pretty hard to do. There were a lot of guys who were shot to miss. That's why I think heroes who went out and got results time after time must have a screw loose somewhere. Oh, don't play Wild Arms 2. That game is full of heroes and hero talk.
Jump.
There's a house there, but I can't enter that. What's over this way? Okay, no, this just connects. Please help me. Honestly, this child, he's not happy. Yeah. Got it. Trying to proceed the game here.
Jump.
You want to know the status of the trains coming through the station? Oh, did I not talk to this guy? Unfortunately, it's been some time since any trains left from or arrived at Buckeye. But we heard that we can catch a train to take us far away from here. In the past, Buckeye was a bustling town where lots of trains came and went, but on the way here, I noticed that the tracks were covered in rust, so I thought there might be something to that. The last trains were in operation about 6 or 7 years ago. They were used to transport soldiers and weapons during the war. After the war, they were filled with soldiers coming home from the front lines, but that didn't last very long either. The long war had finally ended. We had all expected a government of the people to be administrated by the Congressional Knights. But the chaos never abated, and life only got more difficult. For none of us knew anything about political administration, and when asked to vote, we can only make our choices based on image. I think a lot of people were never even voted at all. When a political regime weakens, cities and public institutions naturally stop working as well. The number of trains visiting Buckeye Station continued to dwindle until things came to be the way they are now. Can't you get the train working, mister? Haha, don't be silly. Trains are large contraptions. One person alone can't move something that big. I was gonna say, Jude, what are you talking about? But I forgot that Jude is sheltered. Or was sheltered. Oh. I still wear my uniform because I'm hoping that someday the trains will start running again and bring this town back to life. I know I should just give it up, but these days even adults need something to cling to in order to keep our spirits up. It sounds like God's information is a bit past its expiration date. What should we do? I guess there's nothing we can do. The whole time we were sure if we made it here, everything will work out. Well, we gotta do something, so let's see what we can do all together. Words. Okay. Does leaving do anything? Just leave the area and maybe a destination will appear. I think it's too early to give up and leave Buckeye. Even if there aren't any trains, there has to be another way. Oh, so I have to find someone else to talk to. And they'll tell me where to go. Or maybe we have to do another meeting or something. Because the meetings are normally like, hey, this is where you have to go. Same dialogue. I just wanted to see if you had something different. Dude, maybe now I go to that place where they talked about Gara de Leon. Gara de Leon or whatever. Oh, never mind. What is it? Over there. That looks like Kresnik. What? It's him. It's Kresnik. Kresnik. Where? Where is he? He was just over there. Yuli, calm down. Was he really there? Jude couldn't see him and neither could I. But... I'm sorry, but I didn't see him either. I'd never mistake my own brother. That was Kresnik. He looked at me and said I'll be waiting for you at Edemenanki. Edemenanki. Edemenanki? Is that the name of a nearby place or structure? Either way, this is clearly... Yeah, another one of Brianak's traps. What do you want to do, Yuli? If Kresnik is waiting for me at Edemenki, I've gotta go. But that'll mean... You're the reason why we came here, Yuli, remember? I'm used to being dragged into things by now, don't worry about it, that's true, he is. Let's go, Yuli. Thank you. It's because of all of you with me that I'm able to keep going. I'm so glad to have you all with me. Alright. We got our next destination.